जब आप एक पॉजिटिव थॉट इम्प्लांट करते हो अपने ब्रेन में, अपने माइंड में, उसको अफर्म करते हो, सो योर ब्रेन, योर थॉट्स क्रिएट अ रियलिटी, राइट? सो न्यूरोलॉजिकली व्हाट डू यू बिलीव कि अगर आप पॉजिटिव थॉट्स इम्प्लांट करते हैं, डज दैट क्रिएट रियलिटी? और आर यू, I mean, and that's the second part of it, or are you fooling yourself from the dangers that are present?
So both of these things can happen depending on how you do this. Okay. जो भी आपको करना है, आपको एफर्ट तो डालना ही है, right? So suppose if you say that you want to become a successful entrepreneur, you still have to show up to work, work on your idea, pitch to people, make sales, improve your product. वो सब तो करना ही है. But बीच में there will be moments where you doubt yourself, where you think कि क्या ही होगा, नहीं होगा. There are certain moments where you feel like quitting. ये inevitable है. The most successful startup founders have gone through those moments, right? So in those moments, if you have hope, that hope gives you resilience. That hope helps you get through that low moment and then come back and start again. वो hope बहुत important है. And that hope will only come if you have a positive vision of the future. If you don't have that positive vision of the future, you are more likely to give up, because why would you do it? Right? It has to be logical. Resilience has to be logical. It cannot be blind.
It has to make sense for your brain. You need to
For
believe
your
it.
brain,
Right.
yes. So for you to keep putting in hard work, you have to somewhere believe that all this hard work will someday benefit me. So there is this study of rats being drowned in water, where they showed that if you put a rat in water, the rat will try to swim for around 7 to 8 hours before drowning. But some of the rats, they pulled out just before they drowned, warmed them up, gave them some food, and then they put them back in the water. And now they kept swimming for 3 days.
Wow.
Because the last time they were almost drowning, somebody saved them. So now they have hope
कि कोई और
कि
बचा
कोई
लेगा.
आएगा बचाने को. So they have the capacity to swim for 3 days. It's a very dark study, but it shows a lot about how the brain works.
Right.
If you have hope, you will have so much more resources to keep fighting. Which, if that hope is not there, you will give up. Right? So this is where religion and all plays a big role. Like I always think, will humanity have survived if we did not have the concept of religion?
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure in the last 50,000 years, there must have been many moments where humanity was just utterly without hope.
Right.
Except for God. Right?
I mean, times of COVID, डॉक्टर सेठ कि जब इतना ब्लीक था, आप कमरे में बंद थे, कुछ you had your near and dear ones dying. उसमें बस एक ही था कि कोई है जो.
Yeah. And ये तो COVID की बात आप कर रहे हो, that is still with height of technology. We were still able to do Skype. We were still able to do Zoom calls, right? We still had Wi-Fi. Imagine 10,000 years ago or 25,000 years ago when we were in caves, or somebody is dying and you don't even know what is happening. हमको पता ही नहीं है infection क्या होता है. हमको malaria क्या है पता नहीं है. Lightning आ रहा है, कोई मर गया. In those moments, how do you cope? Just imagine, because those people were not different from us. Same brain, exact same brain. How do they cope? How do they get up and continue working? How do they keep farming? कुछ तो चाहिए ना, hope चाहिए. So then you have this whole thing of नहीं, हमें ये करना है, भगवान ने बोला है, करना चाहिए. Anything. It doesn't matter, real or not, doesn't matter. As long as you have hope, you will keep doing. And because they did it, we are here.
And can affirmations rewire your brain or your belief system? मतलब I'll talk from a perspective कि अगर आप manifestation की बात करें, तो सबसे ज़्यादा जिसको manifestation का, right, one of the biggest hopes is money manifestation. But at the other end, people feel कि oh, we don't deserve it, या we don't really deserve the money. क्या अपने brain को आप affirmations के थ्रू रिवायर कर सकते हैं, अपने बिलीव्स को रिवायर कर सकते हैं इनटू बिलीविंग इन योरसेल्फ?
So you can rewire yourself to believe in anything. The human brain has the capacity to believe in anything.
Yeah.
As long as that belief is grounded in some reality, we think it's normal. If it is outside of reality, we think it's psychosis. There are people who think they can fly, but we call them mad. But the brain is capable of believing in anything. Anything. Now, there are some beliefs that will help us go through life better. Like, I believe that society is kind, that nobody outside will come and stab me. Like, that's a belief that I have. So that is what allows me to go out not being scared for my life, right? So these are beliefs that you have. Now, suppose if you have difficulty in going through your day, if you can change that belief that things are going to be good, it will change your behavior. So affirmation essentially is repeating a line in your head again and again until you start believing in it. Now, I have experienced this when I took an acting class. Okay. So I was given a role and वो role के बारे में मुझे पूरा लिखने को बोला. The coach told me to write about the whole character, and he told me to come up with one line that summarizes that character's intention. What is that character feeling? And वो line मुझे बार 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 repeat करने बोला खुद को. And I kept repeating until I started feeling it. And when I started feeling it, then I went into the character and I started doing that sketch. And the acting was so different from the time before when I did not do that. मैं सिर्फ script पढ़ रहा था. So I now realize that actors do this all the time. They have this internal monologue.
Right.
They have this line that goes on, and their behavior, their personality, their expressions, everything changes because they have that inner line. Why can't you use this in your everyday life, right? Suppose if you're going for a job or you're going for an interview and you say that, okay, I want to be a confident person. Now, there is a certain way of making that a reality for
Right.
you, because you know how to be a confident person. You also know how to be a insecure person. How do you switch to the confident side? You have to create that belief in yourself. And because the brain is so capable of believing anything, you should use this technique.
To actually keep reinforcing that and
Yes.
believe it.
Yes. Now, what is the problem with this? You can only change your belief. You cannot change external things. So if you say that I'm somebody who has $1 million, you can believe in it, but it will not happen because you believe in it. Between your beliefs and reality, there is something called action. So if believing that you have $1 million helps you act in a way that makes you work harder, work smarter to get $1 million, great. But if you believe it so much that I already have $1 million, then you are in trouble.
That belief को एक्शन या अलाइंड एक्शन से करना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है.